It's something which we are in discussions, and that would be actually to try and tap larger ships. See, whatever we are built till now is not the new ISRF, and the 3 units which we have is all for medium-sized ships. The only large facility is actually at Cochin Shipyard Limited, the main unit. But what if all goes well and final assessments are clear, then if we do something in the West Coast, that would be for slightly more larger size of vessels, trying to tap the international market. And you are asking a very pertinent question. With the kind of labor-intensive work, we need to actually work with best around or next to best around turnaround times in the world to attract business. The confidence is there. The plans are yet to evolve.
And sir, what's the labor arbitrage? Say if an international ship comes here versus some other country, what's the labor arbitrage? Like, what's the advantage which India would offer?
I don't think the labor arbitrage is the most important part here. It is actually the skill set and the capability to drive. See, world over, ship repair as in pockets and clusters. For some time there will be labor arbitrage, that is for sure. But we would not want to do anything into the long term looking at labor arbitrage, because that will be gone after some time. So it will all be best in class turnaround time worldwide and best in class capabilities, which is the confidence level. So it may not be the arbitrage on the labor, but it is trying to actually plug into the global ship repair ecosystem.
And I also read in an interview which you had mentioned that the size of this global ship repair industry is like massive, and I think India is what 1% or something. What would be your reasonable vision as to what kind of percentage can it go to?
I may not be able to talk on that total percentage from a country perspective, but as we say from a CSL perspective, I said 1,500 crores in a not far away future, but then maybe you should add another 1,000 crores to it from Cochin Shipyard's point of view over the next 10 years or so, something like that.
Okay. And sir, this regards green shipping. I think you had mentioned in an earlier call that around 2,500 ships are ready for their life is like end of life. So you think most of them will go for green shipping, or it will be just like fossil fuel?
No, they will all go for some sort of green. All these vessels will have some green part in it. It could be hybrid, it could be spark. So it may not be fully green, but it will all have some part of it green. That is for sure.
And sir, this 2,500 ships which you had mentioned, in how many years would it be like all of them would have to go for like some new ships have to...
The general take is in about 10 years time.
In 10 years. And you would expect very, very good business from there? Like,
see, it is actually about our execution capabilities. We have now contracted 8 ships in Cochin Shipyard from German clients, another 6 in our Udupi subsidiary.
Okay.
It will really be once we deliver these vessels, from a quality perspective, time perspective, and how beneficial it's been for the clients. Okay. That will decide how things will move into the future. But as we're speaking, we feel confident, we feel good.
Okay. And sir, recent news item mentioned some African country delegation which had come to Cochin Shipyard.
That's a very, very preliminary reach out. It's also got governmental angles to it. But there has been a nascent MOU that's been signed. But right now we are not sensing any business on that at this stage. But we'll take it forward. We'll see where it goes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Rohit from Antique. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the follow-up. My question will be more to do with the capacity augmentation that we have had in with the latest edition. What is the peak shipbuilding revenue execution you could do theoretically in a given year?
that's a very tough call. That that depends on the type of the projects we are able to garner and the type of the projects that would come up in the market. So because that would be a very difficult question to answer, because whether it's a naval project or whether it's a conventional commercial vessel or whether it's a functional vessel, it will depend on that. Because the turnover, it also depends. It's not just the execution of the shipbuilding capabilities. It is also the equipment which goes in, because the turnover is a sum of the not just the execution part, the equipment also. So if it's a functionally costly ship, then the turnovers could be high. So that could be a question which we would not like to answer straight away.
So let me put that question in a different way. We have somewhere like 110K deadweight tonnage capacity. Is it fair to assume that the current...
We lost you.
The line for the current participant has been disconnected. So we will take the next question. A reminder to all participants that you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Vignesh from K Sena Wealth. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. Just want to understand your guidance for FY25 along with EBITDA margins. Hello? Sir, am I audible?
Director Finance, can you just explain that?
This year we may achieve the all-time high turnover we achieved pre-COVID period. And next year we may add another 12 to 15% above that. That is a broad guidance which I can give.
Okay, so approximately it should be 3,400 crores for the year, and it should be around 3,700 crores approximately for next year.
But in a broad way.
Yeah, got it. And EBITDA margin should be around 18 to 19% as you have stated it, approximately.
Yes.
Okay. And how about the orders from the Europe, sir, like hybrid vessels, green? Are you seeing positive inquiries coming up for the next year?
There are inquiries. We are hopeful that we will be able to convert a few of those, because these are all in various stages of discussion, but there are inquiries. There is no dearth of inquiries.
Okay. Another thing, any passenger ships kind of thing, where in the waterways where our government is focusing on tourism kind of thing, are we getting any orders in such a manner, sir?
We are not in a position to discuss orders at this stage, and but the smaller vessels, especially for the inland waterway space, there are discussions that would be largely handled by our subsidiary from Kolkata. That is our thinking, HCSL, Hubli Cochin Shipyard Limited.
Okay. So, but discussions are going on in.
There are discussions happening. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So that's it from my side.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Viraj from Jupiter Financial. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, sir, and congratulations on outstanding numbers. My question is regarding the previous participant. Are you guiding 15% growth from pre-COVID levels? So that should be in the range of 3,700 to 800 top line. And what would be the PAT margin? Would be in the range of 18%?
PAT margin may not be in the 18% level, because next year we will have the depreciation portion of the new capex which we commissioned. So PAT margin it may be lower, but EBITDA level it will be around 18 to 19% as we guided.
The PAT should be in the range of 15 to 16%, and that should be the case.
Yeah, because after considering the depreciation of the additional depreciation from the new project, capex project.
Okay. And there was an article in one of the newspaper where Navy said that they would be interested in having two aircraft carriers. Any comment on that?
See, the Navy has gone on record on that matter, but regarding a contract or any further discussions, we would not have any comment.
Okay. Thank you and all the best, sir. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind that you may press star and 1 to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Raj Rishi from DCPL. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the follow-up opportunity. Some companies have commented on like India's advantage for them because of the geopolitical situation. People are a little averse to China and the political reach which the present establishment has, Global South, etc., is helping their cause in getting business. So how would you comment as far as what would you comment on this as far as Cochin Shipyard is concerned?
The overall feel for India is looking very positive. So and we have been a little bit of an early mover in this space, especially in West Europe. And right now, with the geopolitics, we feel it's much better positive vibes coming in. So it's definitely looking good for us.
Okay. So this do you get help from the government to government level also? Like, or you have to solicit business on your own?
We do on our own. Government is not getting involved in the business.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Vignesh from Ksema Wealth. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the follow-up. Just want to understand the opportunity. Apart from Europe, are we targeting any other geographies as such?
Not really at this stage.
Okay. So basically, we are saying like execution or the orders are full from the Europe side. Execution will be a challenge is what to be understood, sir?
See, Europe, what our strengths we have built up is a little bit towards Europe, which is quality of the product, engineering strength of the organization, trust that we have built up over the past 20 years with various clients in Europe, visibility in Europe. So, and especially since Europe is looking at significant vessels to be built, we really see no reason at this stage to check other geographies at this stage. We are aware of what could happen other places, but right now we are focused on Europe, other than what we are seeing in the country on our defense and whatever is happening within the country.
Okay, understood. Just a little bit more on this Europe orders. Where we are seeing it is the replacement demand or it's the new ships which is being coming up for the orders with us?
So Europe, two types of demands is what we are saying. One is European short sea vessels, which are various type of cargo, multi-purpose vessels flying largely within Europe. These are largely old vessels. Average age of the fleet could be getting close to 20 years, and naturally they would need replacement. And when they are getting replaced, they will not get replaced by old class design. They'll get replaced by newer technologies and lesser emission vessels. So what we call the green or the hybrid vessels. So that is one part of the demand. The second part of the demand what we are focused on is the wind energy market, which is emerging in Europe, and allied requirement for service and support vessels in the wind farm field. This is expected to peak from 2027 onwards. So right now there are various agencies finding it time to start doing the investments into this segment, and we are getting into that circuit.
So just a bit more on this wind energy. Where do the ships come in? It is for how does it work for the wind energy market for ships? Just to understand more on that.
It's a difficult question. All I can just explain is see the wind energy in Europe, being in the tropics, wind energy is going to be dominating the energy transition into the future, and these are largely going to be offshore wind. So it will be offshore field. So when you install fixed offshore wind towers or floating wind towers, these days about 10 megawatt each tower, and countries are rolling out their own schemes. For example, UK is talking about 25 gigawatt. Various other countries are talking about. So once these fields come up with multiple thousands of wind towers in the field, all these windmills will need continual maintenance and support, and you need a lot of specialized ships in the field to go and service this market. We are trying to look at that support ship, various types of support ship.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Very helpful. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Deepak Krishnan from Kotak Institutional Equities. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
I just wanted to check because you said that, the margin increase and all of that is a function of, large number of ship repair and big ship refit contracts. So when you indicate ship repair 1,200 crore sort of top line, that also includes these medium refit orders, or those are largely booked in shipbuilding, and how big a pipeline is this?
All the medium refits, all whatever we said, that is all ship repair. All the mid-life upgrades and the multi-refit contracts, it will all be ship repair. And as we move forward, we feel, as you rightly pointed out, the ship repair turnover goes up, and we can hold our business tight as we are doing right now. That would be positive for the company as we move forward.
What could be the size of this refit market right now, or maybe say next 2-3 years? What is the size that Cochin Shipyard is targeting?
As I said, these are very, very fluctuating figures. That's why we wouldn't want to stick to exact figures. But right now, visibility could be 1,200 crores in a year or two, 1,500 crores in three and odd years. This would be roughly where we would like to go.
Sure. And maybe just sort of understanding if there's any update on IAC2, its potential, anything that you can kind of think that will happen?
Not yet. We both are on the same page. Whatever is there in public domain, only we also know.
Okay, sir. Those are my questions. Maybe just one follow-up, if I am. Any guidance that you've given for next year? I'm sort of lost out on the call in between.
We just conveyed this a bit earlier.
I just got dropped off. Could you just explain that?
What we had said is for this year, we would exceed our all-time best turnover target. And for the next year, that's for FY25, we would try to raise it by 12 to 15% on top of that.
Sure, sir.
Does that answer your question, sir? Deepak, sir?
Yes, it does.
As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to management for closing comments.
Thank you, dear participants, and we are happy to have all of you tuning into the company. We continue to have these engagements taking forward, and whenever there is any significant events or developments in the company, we'll appropriately convey this to the market. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.